Hey guys, it's Noah here with CustomRCMods. Welcome back to the workshop, and in today's episode, I've got a bit of an update, a fleet update video, well deserved. Obviously, operating a fleet of over 20 airplanes and drones and things like that is kind of hard to make consistent content about each one. I know there's been a lot of you asking for more content with the Viggen, more content with the Soarer, more content with all those other planes that you really haven't seen a lot of videos from recently. So I thought if I film one of these videos, it would help just to kind of fill in the gaps where I've been doing mods and upgrades, as well as flying and crashing each one of these. So I thought I'd just go ahead and film this right now. It's going to be a long, pretty much unedited video, so there's going to be a lot of rambling, stuff like that. I'll leave timestamps down in the description below for each plane if you guys are here to see stuff like the Viggen in specific. You don't have to sit through me rambling on and on in paragraphs about the FD Bushwacker or something like that. But yeah, we're going to try to keep it short just for each one. Obviously, a lot more action has happened with some rather than others. But let's just go ahead and get started. Timestamps will be in the description below. Check them out. Now, the FD Simple Store, not much is happening there. I'm really not... haven't really flown it since the original maiden flight. I did go ahead and make the high start system. It's in this drawer right here. We've got the 10 meters of tubing and about 120 feet of string is all measured out there. So hopefully that's going to be long enough to get a pretty good launch on it. I'm doing some more research on high starts. Obviously, I'm a complete novice, but hopefully this is going to be a good plane for that. I've been messing around with my hook positions, but really no action on it. I haven't had any durability issues. I haven't really flown it since the maiden, so it's just been hanging there looking pretty. Next thing we have the FT Explorer. Not too much going on there. You've seen the upgrade for the motor system there as well, and the 9x6 prop. Flying really great. I've been doing a lot of flying with it. Enjoyed hand catching it. That's one of my favorite things about the Explorer is that you can just, crawl it up to you, lower the flaps, and grab it out of the air. I'm going to do another video on that soon. But my main issue here right now is the dihedral in the wings. It kind of just, folds up on you as you do the bank turns. You probably saw that in the recent remaiden video with the upgraded power system and that wind. That was pretty risky. But overall, I think we're going to just do some reinforcements. It'll be good to go. I'm adding FPV on this thing here very soon. I've got my transmitter and camera system all in. I just have to wire it up and get it done. So I think I might cover that in another video. Or I'll just, do it and we can go ahead and test it out at the park. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the Explorer. I did go ahead and throw a bigger battery on it as well. Now that I got those 2200s in, but not much going on with that. Now the Vector is pretty much unchanged. I flew it last night, but it's been sitting here for pretty much weeks, just, collecting dust. It's been nice and pretty to look at. However, it hasn't had a lot of flight time, but it still does fly really well. I have to play around with my CG on here, just because I feel like the battery does slide forward in flight. And that gives me a lot less elevator authority when I really need that, especially when you're high alphaing, and you're doing a lot of other maneuvers with this airplane. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the Goblin. Nothing much new here. I've been flying it a lot. There's a little bit of grass stain from my landings, as well as I drove it in the ground and kept the throttle going. So there's a little bit of that grass rash up in the vertical stabilizers as well. Try to clean it off. I do have a little bit of dents on the wing as well, on the edge. This is what I talked about in my build video for this that I did recently with the FD Aero as well. Just how I dislike how this can dent in so easily. So I need to do some more reinforcement of that. Just like the Explorer, I did go ahead and make way for a 2200 in this plane. Longer flight times, hopefully better performance in the long run as well. But other than that, pretty much unchanged. Bloody Baron is also pretty much unchanged. I love this power system on here. It's been running great with the 11-inch prop and the 35-36 motor. Skywalker ESC. But the main thing that I had an issue with in the last flight video was the signal from the receivers. And I went ahead and upgraded my satellite right here. You can see that is a Lemon RX satellite with diversity. That's the reason that there are longer little antenna wires on there. But other than that, it's pretty unchanged. Hopefully that's just going to give us some better reception. Obviously going 80 miles per hour, it's pretty hard when you have to, be forced with brownouts and stuff like that. You really need to have that control with the airplane. It's hard to do with that crappy Lemon RX satellite system that I was having an issue with earlier. Now, the Bloody Baron is also unchanged. I went ahead and replaced the prop with a 8-inch prop here. It's going to have less power, but should still be playing. Had pretty much full vertical when I've been flying it recently. I did a lot of off-camera stuff with it, so you can see there's a few dents and grass stain and stuff like that in there, as well as some wrinkles along the top section here. That's the one thing, if I ever build this again, I'm going to go ahead and reinforce the back stabilizer here, because you can see if you just dig one of these in wrong, it's going to go ahead and bend that horizontal stabilizer up pretty bad, and I just really don't like that. Just because obviously wrinkles don't look good in the foam. Other than that, only thing that I've done off camera with it, I'm gonna grab it again here, is I did go ahead and reinforce my fuselage with popsicle sticks because I broke it on a crash. But I've been, like I said, doing a lot of off-camera flying with it. I love it. High rates, very, very active aerobatic plane. Let's go ahead and move on now to the Walmart Wing. Now, this thing has been sitting here for about a week now. I did fly it last night, but other than that, it's not been too active on the channel. Went ahead and upgraded it with these duct tape hinges right here. The packing tape just wasn't sticking to the styrofoam for some reason. So we got that, now all is well. The only thing is that this thing has a really high stall speed on it, meaning that you can get it going like medium slow and then it's going to kind of tip off, and that's the reason that I've had some durability issues with it, especially on the wingtips here. It kind of just leans over, then wingtips go into the ground, and I have had to go ahead and reinforce that with popsicle sticks, stuff like that. It's kind of annoying, but it's not really that big of a deal in the long run. Other than that, flying smooth, fast, and great. Next thing is the FT Mustang. Nothing has changed on here. Haven't really flown it that much. Only thing I did was make way for a 2200 milliamp hour battery. In the fuselage, had to do some rearranging, stuff like that. But I hope to get another video out soon with it. I obviously do have the 4S capabilities with this airplane as well, so it can be fast and fun. But I mainly am running the 2200 on this. Speaking of the 2200, I also made that for the FT Bushwacker right here as well. Nothing changed with it. I did actually have a slight crash with it off camera as well, but I went ahead and repaired it with some popsicle sticks to reinforce the landing gear fairings. Other than that, it's pretty good. There's just some extra added wrinkles on there. I also did notice that my rudder servo is a little twitchy, so I might have to replace that coming very soon in an upcoming video or something like that. I want to get some more flight footage with this thing because it's a lot of fun. Obviously 3D, very maneuverable, but it has some really nice landing gear that I really like as well. Now for the micros, I've covered the Champ a lot. This thing has taken some serious abuse, but you can see on the bottom side, I've just been having no mercy. I've actually broken this wing 4 additional times, added onto the previous owner's wing brake. That's 5 times that this Champ has had a compromised airfoil on there, but hey, the tail section's been through a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and replace it all. I've got the parts on order, to like a new fuselage, a new wing, and a new tail section, so hopefully we can do all that. The prop has seen some better days as well, and just to get this thing all back and working, and hopefully that'll make it more of something I can treat a little nicer. But for now, still flying well, even with all those breakages. Now the Sport Cub, nothing much new with this plane as well. You guys saw the unboxing. That's my most recent video besides this one. You can check it out. It's essentially a fried board on here. That's what I've been dealing with recently. I went ahead and pulled the board out, and you can see I spotted the problem here. You can see we got positive in the white, negative right there. The previous owner, or the owner before that, soldered this up, so it's a negative to positive and positive to negative right there. So that means that fried the board with a reverse polarity, and I didn't even check for that when I got it out of the box. So yeah, that's the reason that the control board's fried, but I'm gonna get a new one of those, and hopefully this thing will be airworthy very, very soon. So yeah, moving right along, the next thing we have is the ready-made RC Recruit. Not much going on here. I have flown it a little bit off camera recently. The only problem I've had with it is just a little bit of CG. I've had to push the 1300 milliamp hour 3S all the way into the nose, otherwise it will have a tip stall tendency that's really not good. And obviously I'm not really running any FPV gear on here, so I might have to add some extra weight in the camera spot, but I am going to put some FPV on here rather soon. Hopefully I can do that. One other thing I want to mention is all the stickers came off. I was surprised because the sticker compound with like the adhesive they use on the wingtips is actually doing a fast pass. It came right by me, and the sticker floated off and like stuck to me when I was flying by, which is kind of bizarre. As well as the bottom ones, I just went ahead and replaced those with strips of electrical tape. And one other thing I did was I switched the receiver out. You can see I'm only using this little satellite. It's just plugged directly into the board right there. Instead of using a full big 6-channel receiver, I can get away with a little satellite right there from Lemon RX, and that works flawlessly. So I'm really happy with that. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the Arrow. Obviously, did this video with the rebuild with Goblin. Flies great. I've been working out some of the kinks. Got a new prop on here, a 6x5 bullnose, as well as I've been working on my rates, and it's pretty fast. Haven't clocked it yet, but the only thing I have for it is a smaller battery, 700 milliamp hour 60C battery, and that's pretty much it for that. Now, the Tiny Whip Plus, as I like to call it, the Inductrix FPV Plus modified, the only thing that this thing is missing right now is a motor. This front right motor is blown, and I don't know what it is about these counterclockwise motors, but I just cannot seem to get them to work for the life of me. And I can't find any of them anymore. Pretty much they are toast from 8x20 motors, pretty much going extinct when this thing was discontinued. So I'm going to look for those, but I got a fresh frame on it. Other than that, we got some fully charged batteries ready to hit the skies whenever I get a new motor, and I probably should get some new props too. Now, the next thing I want to touch on is a Simple Scout. Not much there. I did fly it recently. It's very fun, very aerobatic, nice and slow. I just love how smooth it is overall. I've been working on my servos. In the original Maiden Flight video, I talked a lot about how I was having some issues with my servos centering out properly. I think we fixed that up, and it's all looking good there. So yeah, next thing we're going to talk about is a Mini Scout, and this is my most recent build, and I really, really like how it turned out. I actually added this 5152 quad prop on there, and this thing is so silent, so smooth. It has these like little, I don't know if airflow redirectors or vortex generator things on the ends, so it makes it super quiet. It's just so smooth. I might put some ailerons on here. I'm not totally sure, but it does fly well even just as a 3-channel, so there's not much to say with that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that plane. Now, the Viggen over there, I'm not even going to walk over towards it. Actually, I will. I'm not going to get too close. But it is just been collecting dust sitting on the wall. I have flown it about 2 times in the past 2 weeks or so. So I guess it does get its rounds in the air. But I probably will be scrapping it soon. Just because, there's a few things that have left me, a lot to be desired. It just overall, I'm not totally sure what's up with it. It's just really pitch sensitive. I cranked the expo up to like 50 to 60%, and it's still, just really, really touchy. It doesn't really track straight at all. It has really low flight times. Got some new batteries in for it, but overall, that's pretty much it with that. Now, as you can see right there, this is my current inventory of components that I have for this airplane. These airplanes that I've been building. My batteries are all new. I've got all these 2200s at my disposal. If you watched that recent video, we've got some 4S packs from Rhino, as well as some Turnigy smaller packs in there. My ammo can is full. Need to go ahead and get a bigger one, and probably upgrade my charging system altogether, as I'm going to be starting some parallel charging as well here in the near future. Just because I have so many packs and it's kind of not feasible to charge them one at a time when I get home from the flying field. But you can see we've got about 20 servos, and these are just a few shipments worth of the Tower Pro wing and ear servos that I've had. They all work pretty well. I only had one dud out of all of these, so I'm pretty happy with that. Not much to complain about there, but they will be good for my upcoming builds. Now, I did touch on these in the Hobby King unboxing episode. These are the 3.7 gram servos from Turnigy 1370A, and I really, really like them. I think they're going to be great ultralight things for the Mustang build, the Mini Mustang build that I'm going to do. Following the Mini Scout build, I think it's only proper to go ahead and build a mini version of the Mustang so they can, I don't know, be twins or something like that. But I did have an issue. One of these I tested is completely dead, and so I have some more on order from Hobby King, and that's what's holding back the Mini Mustang build at this moment. So yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is my receivers. Got 3 genuine Spectrums and 3 fake Spectrums, as well as a Lemon RX. So that's 7 receivers total. I can make 7 more airplanes at the moment. But obviously these fake Spectrums, I probably won't run that much anymore. I'm going to put one in the Mini Mustang. I did that for the Mini Scout, and obviously not flying that far. These repaired ones should be just fine, because obviously they don't really need that much range on them. They're just park flyer systems anyway. But I'm going to save the genuine ones for the larger builds that I do here down the road. I got the AR600 and 2 AR6U10s. Might go ahead and pick up some satellites for those as well, just for that added level of comfort. Now, the final thing I want to touch on is the motor systems here. Got 4 of them that are functional, as well as a few extra motor parts. This is the motor from the original Bloody Baron, and is a 2836 Turnigy. This is the same one I had in the Mustang at the moment as well. Unfortunately, it did blow up on me, so you guys probably watched the Baron videos and saw all about that. But I'm going to try to get it repaired, because then I could potentially have another Power Pack C-Spec motor. These are really nice motors. But if not, that's fine, because we can obviously just get a different motor, and we'll be fine with that as well. We've got an A2212 system. I'm going to try to put this into a FT22, here soon. I've always run the 1000 kVs in the FD22, and that just seemed underpowered. So I thought if I put the 2200 kV in there, it's going to work a lot better. Hopefully I can, get away with using an 8 or 9 inch prop on there as well, and it'll just be a lot more fun. I've really disliked the FT22, but I thought I'd try it again here soon with an upgraded motor. The 1000 kV, this one's off the FT Explorer right here when I did that upgrade. I might throw that on another Power Pack B plane, or get another one and make a twin plane like the Bronco, or like the Guinea Pig or something like that. That'd be fun. I haven't really done any twin engine planes, or just, do my own design, of course, because I built a lot of flight test planes, modified them heavily, but I think that if I start getting my own 100% custom designs, it might be a little bit better. The last one I have right here, last two, this one's for the Mini Mustang. It's a 2207S 2100 kV system, similar to the ones that I'm using in the FT Vector and the Goblin, as well as the one down here, the Walmart Wing, and similar to the one that I'm using in the Arrow as well. So yeah, they're all really good systems overall, and I'm really excited because this is going to give a lot of power to that Mustang, so hopefully that'll be good. Finally, I've got this one right here, which is the 3536 Skywalker 40 amp combo. Same thing as I have running in the Bloody Baron over there. So I'm really excited to get that running in another big plane. Obviously, the Bloody Baron's small, but this motor can really pull the planes around. So hopefully getting something like the FT Edge 540 or other big planes, like maybe even the Master Series stuff, that will be a good option for this airplane. I'm really excited to get some bigger plane. I don't know where I'm going to store it yet, especially if I want to put it on the pegboard, but we'll figure it out a little bit later. So yeah, that's pretty much about it at the moment for all of my planes and the inventory of components at the moment. So yeah, obviously it's changing every single day. So next month I will update you guys in the month of May with all the planes. You'll probably see some go and see some be added, and that's pretty much just how it's going to go. So yeah, I got some more planes on order. I'll be making some more videos here soon. I'm trying for one every single day at least, if not a little bit more with all my flight videos, stuff like that. So yeah, please subscribe if you're interested in any of the content you saw in this video. Yeah, sorry it was a little bit long. Hopefully you were able to navigate through it properly. And with that said, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.